Adam Faulkner.
Kate, that's what everyone at school used to call me. So no one's called me
Brilliant.
that for quite some time. So I'm happy that it's been revived.
Excellent, because that's what we want you here for Funnelcraft, is to give us that brilliant talk. Events. When I told you I was doing this, and I told you the purpose and why I wanted to bring all the wonderful people together, and you jumped at the chance, didn't you? What were you thinking at the time about events, about doing this one?
I really enjoy being in the room with people, and I think that in the way people work increasingly is more and more remote. And I think that any opportunity to get in a room with some great people and speak to them and hear about what they're up to, and what they're excited about, what they're struggling with. I think that's why people come, because they want to feel inspired, they want to
Yeah.
connect. It's not just about handing out business cards, of which I don't have any. It's about making genuine connections. And I think people grow as people when they actually go to events and they leave feeling a lot more confident in themselves, that they've learned some things that they can implement into their business and their lives. So I think that's why I'm excited to go, but I'm also excited to hear what all the other speakers have to say. I'm excited to try and get around the room as much as possible. I'm not going to have like a register that I need to tick through everyone. I think
But
conversations will happen naturally, and I think that's what I'm really
yeah,
excited about.
I think what you said there was really, really important, because online we always see what we actually we cultivate. We actually culture to put online, don't we? We edit the bits that we don't want to be seen, and we try and put across a positioning, our perspective of ourselves as business owners. And when you come to events, I've always found this is when you get to meet people in real life. You get to hear the real stories. You get to hear what they really are going, what's really going on in their lives, and you get to hear behind the scenes, and that I think is the crucial factor of forging connections, because it doesn't matter how many business group meetings you can be in on a Zoom meeting or on any other platforms do. We're on StreamYard right now. Just saying. It doesn't matter. You can't really get that close. You're still not there reading the subtle nuances, because we're on our best behaviour, aren't we? And
Yeah.
And that actually brings me to one of the reasons why I really wanted you to come and be one of our speakers, is because you freelance AF, don't you, really?
Yes, I mean I'm very blessed with the initials AF, so I just put words in front of AF.
And it
that's my
works.
whole that's my whole marketing strategy, Kate. So it's like just pick a word and then put AF after it. So
Oh,
yes,
I
I,
love it.
I think that, yeah, that is one of the AFs I have, freelance
Yeah,
AF.
yeah. And that's really what I wanted you to come talk about, because you've got great thing going over on LinkedIn, especially. And you do help freelancers sort of navigate through the world and the minefield, quite often, of becoming a freelancer. And this is why I thought you would have a brilliant amount of expertise to help the business owners come into the event, because it's also a minefield trying to navigate and source somebody. And there are lots of ups and downs and pitfalls and things to look out for. And we often ask other people for advice, we ask other people for referrals, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that person is going to be able to understand and do what we want. And there's a lot of things we need to look out for, isn't there? So that's your mission, should you choose to accept. If not, this video will self-destruct. Right.
I accept. Please do not self-destruct, Kate. I wouldn't want to see that. I think the concept of working for yourself, being a freelancer, being a business owner. I mean, I think the majority of businesses are actually one-person businesses anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, that's all of them. I think I saw a stat the other day, and it was in America, and it was incredible how many one-person businesses there are. So the
Well,
reason I'm mentioning that is because just because you're working solo does not mean you have to work alone. And you've asked me to talk later on, at the event, about outsourcing. And I think that what I'd like to say on that is outsourcing is not just, well, I don't want to do that, I'll get someone to do that. you could see it as that. For
Yeah.
example, I outsource my accounting. However, I take an active interest in it, even if someone else helps me with it. That's outsourcing. But I think that people see outsourcing as, oh, I can't be bothered to do that, so I'll just
Yeah.
outsource it. And you know, it's not a terrible thing. I'm saying that you know, at least you're seeking out help and support to maybe,
Yeah.
you know, leave some time to get on with things that you want to get on with. However, I would say that outsourcing is also building a fantastic network that you can call upon when, as and when is needed. And I'm very proud of my little black book. So much so that every single day, without fail, someone will ask me, "Do you know someone who can do this?" You know, and
Yes.
I feel like everyone's outsourcing buddy because I can, if you know, I can outsource. It's not necessarily me outsourcing. I'm connecting people, and that to me is outsourcing. Being able to,
Yeah.
like, you know, help people to kind of connect with the right people, you know, in order to do the work that they want to do. So for me, a big thing that I want to talk about is not just seeing outsourcing as a thing that, you know, that you don't want to do. I think it's a thing that, like, you should take an active interest in,
Yeah.
and it's anything that you can do to not just streamline your business but make it run more efficiently, effectively, collaboratively. That is the kind of outsourcing that I want to talk about, not just the, well, I can't be bothered to do that, so I'll get someone
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Because also, I sometimes the time-consuming jobs that we can outsource to help save us time are actually the fun things, and I quite like doing some of them. But should I be,
Yeah,
you know, how do I navigate working out my time? So, you know, it's going to be great to hear what you've got to say on that. So, thank you so much for being, you know, being one of the speakers. Really, really excited for it. It's in October, and oh my gosh, Funnelcraft, here we come, Adam.
yeah. I'll be coming. I'll be coming round the mountain, down the mountain, up the mountain. I don't know. I'll be there. That's
Okay.
it.
Are pink pajamas mandatory, or is there a choice?
I don't have any, but my girlfriend does have a very fetching pair of full length pink pajamas that say Barbie on them. So maybe I could ask her to borrow them, but we'll see.
Excellent. Well, if anyone
That's my
spots Adam
outfit
in the
sort.
meantime
Yeah,
in
that's my
his pink
outfit sort.
pajama, in his girlfriend's pink pajamas,
Well,
well, you know where to come. You might even win a prize.
well, you might even win the pajamas, but I will wash them first. So.
Oh, you see, that's it. That's what it's all about. We'll improvise on the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much, and well, see you all in October, folks.
See you. Bye.